Good morning, good morning, good morning, my lovers. Coach Heather Lynn here with Heart Alchemy Wellness. I hope that you guys are feeling well and smelling well. And guess what? It truly is the new moon today. Oh my goodness, my week has been completely off. I forgive myself. However, we're going to go ahead and just dive right in and just go with the flow. For those that don't know who I am, as I said, I'm Heather Lynn, owner of Heart Alchemy Wellness. I am a certified practitioner in quantum healing hypnosis, and I am a yoga instructor. So each day I go live with Daily Vibes with Heather Lynn, where we dive into basically our inner self and we just cultivate our daily presence that we want to shine out in the world that we see. For those that don't know, we are going from a 3D to a 5D shift, meaning the matrix, low energy, low vibes, basically the always in action, always suspended in the air energy. And as we know, we just ended the age of Pluto and Capricorn being together. Now we're in Pluto and the age of Aquarius. So we just went from the governments, or these structures having the power back to we the people. So with that said, it is time to plant new seeds because it's time to go back into our community. And it's time to go out and shine and help our fellow brothers and sisters during this awakening experience. Because guess what, guys? When I woke up and I was hip to all what was going on around me, and I was like, woo! And with that brought a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of betrayal, and just a lot of feelings that did not serve me, but they were there to help awaken me during this transition. So 5 years later, here I am with you guys, helping you guys get through the void that I myself am still working through. So, hence is why I do past life regressions, because that has been one way that I've been able to overcome and heal some of the facets of myself that let's go to be honest, that I hid from myself, that I shoved down, that I didn't give enough time to. And I had to do what is called parts work. It's shadow work. And basically, I'm a shadow worker. Yes, I help individuals with their shadow. I help you awaken it. I help you shake it. And then I help you embrace it and integrate it. And actually, then it becomes a part of you that is loved instead of being hidden in the closets, right? So let's just dive right into this energy and see what the Oracle has to say for us today. So I invite in the divine white light and the golden, beautiful light and the beautiful rays to cleanse these cards of any energies that are not of love and light. Highest of Most High, we thank you for blessing our collective, and we seek guidance for just the energies that are going to help us along this month and this new moon to help us plant our seeds for the next 30 days, right? Because we're planting seeds for the new moon in Aquarius. Now, when the full moon in Aquarius occurs 6 months from now, we're going to evaluate our seeds we planted. And at that point, then we're going to go through what's called a release and purging process. Why do we do this month to month? Because it keeps us current in what we're working on. And we are creators of our life. We co-create with the universe, okay? And we do that through our thoughts, okay? So our thoughts make a huge impact on our reality. So if there are a bunch of subconscious belittling beliefs or stories that no longer serve you, this is the time to forgive yourself and plant that new seed, right? Plant that new seed. See what we got. All right. My guide is Linux. Okay, he's like, I'm here, girl. I'm here. All right. So we have 2 cards. Ooh, all my mermaid lovers. And one of my friends is from my mermaid world. Ooh, this is for you. Oh, I'm on 2, so I got to put it right there. Okay. So this one says, shine your light. No one can do as you can. Yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way. People pleaser syndrome, I call that. A way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. Tending to your own tending to our own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. It is the time to collect our light and shift our vibration here on earth, starting with our inner sense of being. You are a sovereign being. Reign, compassion, and power, and remember the light lights up your world. Yes, it's reminding us that when we work with these new moons and the full moon, that basically it's giving us an opportunity to plant something new, right? We're planting new seeds of abundance. We are basically setting the intention, this is what I'm here to create. And the thing is we forgot that we are creators. How did we forget that? Because we lead a busy, busy life. We forget about our self-care. We turn into people pleasers. We are ridden with fear. And I'm guilty of all of these things. I'm not saying anyone is. I'm saying this is who Heather Lynn has been in the past when I was stuck in the matrix, right? And once I was able to shine my light, which I am now, I feel it. Like when I'm in tune, I told you guys yesterday about the golden light and the golden light is basically at one point we were so connected to our consciousness, which is, if y'all look at the Tower of Babel, there's a real story behind it. Actually, what happened, that is the time that we had a genetic modification to our DNA. It is where they put caps on our telomeres, and they took our lifespan from infinite to where we could basically go in and heal and regenerate, aka the pyramids, right? Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Right? But we don't have these tools and these beautiful facilities that help us gauge this. All right. So what they do? They basically put telomeres on us and gave us a lifespan of 120 years. Do we live to be 100 years? Most of us do not, because of environmental and emotional factors. And the emotional factors lead to physical factors, right? As I've learned yoga and massage techniques and just about the auric field and, biofield tuning, all of these energies and these modalities are there to harmonize your computer. Your body is a computer. So my furry friends. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to go to each side. So your furry friends, look at that. So it says, furried and feathered friends. Animals are intuitive, sacred beings and the wisdom keepers of many earth traditions. They are some of our most loving companions and have much to teach us. My dogs mirror my behavior. If I'm out of tune and I'm being feisty, Bella will tune in and basically show me that exact energy back. Now I'm telling you guys, this has just been through my observation. Yet the treatment of some species is appalling. As our empathy expands, we see other beings and the quality of their lives as interconnected and equal to our own, which is where unconditional love comes in. We may be inspired to align our actions with our compassion to minimize the harm we do on the planet and our inhabitants. This card also signifies energetic bonds. You have a greater wisdom of awareness of animals you encounter and their meaning. Now for me, you guys know me. My cat has been there. He keeps me protected. If there's any energy that is not of love and that is not of light, my kitty cat will be there like, nah, bitch, this is my space. And I'm telling you the truth. Cats are basically very, very, very sacred beings. Also, my dogs. My dogs hold a special place in my heart. They actually are almost like my children. I'm an empty nester. I have a 16-year-old, but let's be honest, when they go back and forth and they're doing their teenage stuff, it doesn't really, you know what I mean? It's not like them when they're like wee little, right? So my furried friends are my best friends in some sense. Like the bond that we have together is surreal, and it's something that I can't explain. But I know that when they're there and that they're surrounding me and they're in my like Belly lays on my front, my Dalmatian, and my wine, he stays on my back. So I got one on the front and one on the rear. It's like I got a leech on both sides. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because in some of my most hardest times that I've ever experienced, when I needed someone, they were there. So awesome. So shine your light and remember your furried friends. And I had to actually exclude some of the videos of the harm to animals, because I just can't watch that shit. I can't. I feel their pain. When I see a wound, I feel it in my body. So I have to protect myself from that, because my heart is so open, and and one of the things that I'm learning this lifetime is to hold space and not to be afraid of some gnarly experiences, but it's not something I want to consume on a daily basis. Hence is the algorithms, which reminds me, if y'all can please like, subscribe, and share this video. This helps me get this out to greater than our community, right? Because I understand that, we have a local tribe and everything like that, but I actually have I have a feeling like I'm supposed to take my message globally, in which I'm going to start taking those measures, because that's where we need to be, right? We all need to be in this together, right? The more that we have together and we're all on the same page and we're waking up each morning and we're saying, fuck yeah, I want to do this. I want to go read my oracle. I want to see the energy for the day. I want to do my qigong, and I want to do my breath work. And if I'm not with Heather doing it, I'm going to do it on my own, because I know that if I don't do it, speaking for myself, I get sick. I haven't been sick in 4 years, except the 2 times that I stopped doing it for greater than 3 weeks at a time. Right? Why? Why is that? It's because the amount of energy that I exert on a daily basis and consume from your others, you guys got to understand that I'm an empath. And if I'm not very careful, I can absorb all of your shit. Okay? Which is part of the story I was telling myself. Right? I had so many people in my head, my daughter, my ex-husband, my ex-boyfriend, my dad, losing my dad, my business, all of this stuff was like, okay, and what happened is it got squished down and departmentalized until I'm able to go through each layer one at a time and fully heal myself. And that's basically been a part of my awakening experience. So is yours, right? When something happens, what I'm teaching myself is that when a catastrophe happens, you gotta take some time to feel it. So I give myself 72 hours moving forward. Regardless, if I lose someone, and this may sound insensitive, but it's something that I'm working towards, right? Am I there yet? No. When my dad died, I thought I was so prepared. I wasn't prepared at all. Okay, just saying, I was not prepared. So now I'm trying to put myself in these chaotic situations so that I know that I give myself 72 hours to grieve and just to genuinely feel it all. And then it's time to keep going. I'm here. I am here. No one else but me, which means no one gets basically a hold of my soul and gets to drag me, including myself, right? Because guys, I can go into some deep, dark spaces with my grief. It's part of my gene codes, right? When I am great, but when I am in despair, I have this melancholy in my body, which I've experienced it for the first time after I started my awakening. I had never felt that sense of despair for years, for like 2 years. And I'm like, I'm doing everything I can. And I was. But it was my body saying, purge, baby, purge, purge, baby, purge, purge. And I did. And I did. And guess what? I didn't work for fucking 3 years. I didn't have to work. God, universe, highest and the most high, whatever you look at and you pray to and whatever you see as your inner rock, I was taken care of for 3 years. So if that isn't divine guidance from above, then I don't know what is. But I needed that to get me here. So let's go ahead and dive into our daily vibes with our Qigong. Qigong is an ancient Chinese practice. It is designed to clear all the energy in our energy centers in our point, at least the main ones. It actually is focusing on our Shakti center, mind, body, spirit. Okay, it's reconnecting this triangle of light. This is how we would go and walk and have to cloak our third eye back in the day because we were so fucking magnetic. And guys, this lifetime if it is in the cards and my soul contract, that is, where I'm headed towards. Am I going to make it this lifetime? I don't know, but that's okay because I'm an infinite being that I have many other shots to get it done, right? I may not want to come back in this energy we're in right now. I chose this time. So did you. But we came here, and right now is the party. We came down for this right here for 2024, babies. For 2024, we all came down here. And all the ones that are leaving ship early, because it's getting a little gnarly. But they're just in a waiting room watching us down here make shit happen, right? As above, so below. So if it's chaotic down there, it's got to be chaotic up there. So maybe for once, we down here can help above, right? As above, so below. So just some food for thought. All right, so let's go ahead and clear this energy, baby. We're going to clap. Everything we do, we're going to do it in sequence of 9. So we're going to start with clapping our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feel the energy radiating through your fingers. For me, it feels like prickles. Like I got little needles prickling my hands. And that's the energy that I'm talking about. And guess what? The scientists will have proof now about the etheric field. All the void spaces, they're like, oh, that's just a bunch of void space. No, there ain't. There's no such thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that is hurtful. And guys, if you're a little tense and it is stagnated, that's good. We're banging under there. That's basically giving yourself a lymphatic flush. It's letting your body know, hey, I'm here and I need you to clear the blockage. And I love you, right? I showed up this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even if it is just to do a 2-minute, Qigong. You showed up. Half the battle, 90% of success is showing up. The other 10% is effort. 90%. I'm just going to give it to you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! Ooh! 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 And y'all, I've just been overworked. I've been not giving myself enough time. I've got a bunch of projects. Like last week, I had my inbox. I had my cold plunge. I thought Monday was the new moon, so we did that. We painted our house. I'm looking for an office studio space. It's just been on one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've been a little scatterbrained. And my soul kind of remind me like, no, bitch, we don't do that anymore. That's when we are working at our fight or flight, is when I allow my mind to say, hey, you don't get to stop. Right? That's a trigger for me. The shadow aspect of an 8 is being a workaholic. Right? So I can't do that. I can't be all work and no play anymore. All right. Girl, bye. You always all work and no play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Whew, okay. Now, when we do it barefoot, like I just did, my feet are prickly. So I can feel the energy releasing from our feet. Now, you guys know with some of the biofield tuning that I do, aka if you want a session, just go ahead and DM me. We can do it via online, or you can do it here at my home, or I can come to you. Beautiful thing about Heart Alchemy Wellness is I'm a mobile wellness center. I am adaptable, right? So, all right. So let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to do the breath of fire. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and stand up so I can give myself some air to breathe. So basically the breath of fire is, we're going to be breathing in real short and then out profusely out of our nose. So basically it's going to be short, shallow through the nose and forceful. I call it my snot rocket breathing technique because usually sometimes you will snot a rocket. I ain't kidding. And if you do, it's okay. Just wipe your nose, go wash your hands when we're finished, and move on. Just don't be, you'll be fine. It happens, all right? We all have fluid and mucus in our nose. One note that you guys can take with you in your toolkit is that usually mucus or congestion is letting you know that's the number one trigger that you have some energy that is stored and that you need to work with. Period. End of story. So let you know something's there. If you wake up all stuffy and bothered, something's there. So you might just want to take a closer look at what that might be. So, all right, let's breathe in. We're going to breathe in and out through our nose. Okay, so here we go. Breathing in. And I'll go ahead and start, and then you guys can jump in afterwards. So let's do this. And this is the breath of fire. We're going to build some fire. Here we go. Just a little note for me, guys. I always hit this barrier with my shoulders where all of a sudden it feels like all the weight of the world is coming down. So if you guys see me look a little weird, that's me just pushing past that barrier. I'm teaching my mind that it's okay, that I'm safe, and that this breathwork technique is here to teach us how to control and manipulate our breath given an excited circumstance, right? So none of this really matters until it is at play. Period. None of it. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Much love, much light. Happy new moon in Aquarius. Don't forget your furry friends. Don't forget to shine your beautiful light. We're basically magnetizing it from the inside out. And anyone that thinks that beauty is from the outside in, guess what, honey? I got something to tell you. It doesn't. And, beauty's only skin deep. Being a woman, that's hard for me to say as I'm aging. I'm like, shit. So that means my looks are going to be with me forever. no baby, no baby. And it's okay because I'm learning to love me for me. And I'm beautiful with or without my charming 20-year-old looks, right? There are so many beautiful, beautiful women that are older and that just love them for themselves. And I'm working on that. Working on that change. Yeah. Every day. Every day. All right. Love you guys. Happy weekend. And don't forget, book a session. You know, we can do QHHT. We can do biofield tuning. I can't rub you from across the screen, but I can do a couple of other energetic modalities that do work very well online. So your sisters got you, boo. All right. Love you. Bye.